viewers, what's going on, man? It's your boy Mike coming to holler at y'all today, man. Excuse my dress. I'm tired. I just got in from work not too long ago. So it's a rough one today. But I wanted to come and holler at y'all, man, and make sure I stay on the kick of giving you guys a video every day. Today I want to talk to the fellas. And the ladies, but more so particularly to the fellas. Don't feel like you have to be pressured into getting married. I love being married. It's a great experience for me, but I got married because I was prepared and I was ready to be a husband. It's a process, man, that you have to go through to be prepared to be a husband. You know, it's kind of hard to deal with that amount of pressure, and you haven't had to deal with pressure before. So to my fellas, man, you know, a lot of guys out here are feeling real pressured by you women, man, to rush into getting married just because you feel like your physical clock is ticking or whatever the case might be. Fellas, don't feel pressured, man. It's no pressure, dude. It's your choice. She can't get married unless you ask her, unless she goes and finds somebody else, or you know, unless she go and find somebody else because she can't marry herself. So there's no pressure, man. Don't spin your wheels and spend time beating yourself up because you don't feel like you're prepared for marriage, but at the same time you don't want to lose your girlfriend because you really care about her, but you're not prepared for marriage and she's not really trying to wait. If she doesn't want to give you the time to groom yourself to be a husband, then that might be an indication that she may not be the one for you. And I know that's harsh. I know that hurts, but at the same time, it's reality. You know, you don't pressure someone into a situation, because when you pressure people into situations where they have to make pressure decisions, usually they make the wrong choice. They make the wrong decision. Marriage is something that you want to happen because that's something that you really wanted, not because someone pushed it on you. And to my ladies, man, a lot of you ladies are still single because you keep pressuring guys and you keep running them off. You keep running them off. Just because a dude hasn't asked you to marry him and y'all been dating for a while doesn't mean that it hasn't crossed his mind. There may be some things that he's trying to work on within himself that he feels like makes a good husband that he hasn't reached. That he hasn't reached yet. So rather than pressure that brother, why not ask him what's are you afraid? What's going on? Is there anything I can do to help get you to the point to where you are prepared? Okay, so, stop pressuring these dudes. A lot of women are walking around here upset and discouraged, like marriage isn't for them. But you feel that way because you pressured a good guy who probably would have married you if you wouldn't have pressured him. So stop pressuring these dudes. And fellas, be able to make the decision, but at the same time, make the decision when you're ready to handle the responsibility. Okay, when you get ready to handle the responsibility of carrying the load for a wife and kids and whatever, your family comes with, get married. But don't just be out here getting married just to be getting married because some girl said, if you don't marry me, I'm gonna leave you. All right, well, if you're not prepared and that's her stance on it, bye. Because you don't enter into situations that you're not prepared for. That's just not a good decision. So if that's her stance on it, go ahead, cut ties. We can be friends, but I'm sorry, I'm just not ready. All right, so fellas, prepare yourself to be ready, but don't feel no pressure. And ladies, stop pressuring these dudes. A lot more of y'all be happy if you stop pressuring these guys to try and get married, go on and get hitched, because that's what your mom and your grandma keep telling you needs to happen. The worst thing that can happen to a woman is a bitter mom and grandmother or friends or people who are in her ear telling her what needs to happen in her life, and they're not even living what they're saying you should be living. You know what I'm saying? Don't be taking advice from people who ain't married. You ain't married. You haven't had a successful relationship your entire life. So what good news can you give me about what I need to be doing? The only thing you can tell me is what not to do. And clearly that ain't what you're trying to do. So, start getting some guidance from some people who actually advocate for marriage, but advocate for it in a way that's going to put you in the best position to enjoy your marriage. Rather to the fellas and to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, don't feel no pressure, man. Don't feel no pressure. You make that move whenever you feel like you man enough to handle that move. And I'm not saying that, not being married makes you less of a man. It doesn't. It doesn't. Doesn't at all. All I'm saying is when you feel like you've reached that level of manhood to handle that kind of thing, then make that step. Until then, stay single, man. Stay single. Continue working on yourself and getting yourself to the point to where you need to be, and then make that move. All right? I hope y'all enjoying the videos. Hope it's blessing you. As always, man, peace and love.